let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At small forward, Justin Champagnie. At the other forward position, Keyshawn George. At center, Alexander Sarr. At shooting guard, Chris Middleton. At the other guard position, Jordan Poole. The head coach of the visiting team is Brian Keefe. Let's hear it for the starting five of young Philadelphia 76ers. The man in the middle, 6'11", number 1, Andre Drummond. At the power forward position, at 6'8", number 9, Kelly Oubre Jr. At the shooting guard position, 6'4", number 5, Quentin Ryan. The other forward position, at 6'8", number 8, Paul George. That guy, 6'3", number 0, Tyrese Maxey.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Chris Middleton.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got George. Chris Middleton is out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Sarr, and it's Champagnie in at the 3 for Philadelphia. We've got Maxey. Andre Drummond is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's George, and it's Grimes in at the 2 guard. Greg, we know that both these teams have had a difficult stretch recently and are hoping to turn things around in this one.
Yeah, it's a new opportunity. And Kevin, I expect each side to be hungry and motivated to get this win. And if not, the struggles will continue.
Sarr with it, defended by Drummond. Sarr's shot is off. Maxey against Poole. A shot by George, wide open. From outside, off the mark. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Jazz in Delta Center. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
That one is off. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. Over Drummond. Sarr's shot is off. And the 76ers with possession. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
He is a monster on the glass, but Andre Drummond doesn't just have size. He's also developed really good timing and instincts that help elevate his game.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
And the shot goes in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Maxey kicks to Drummond. Poole against Maxey. And Drummond throws it down.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Sarr with it. Defended by Drummond. Pass to Champagnie. Middleton, a screen on George. Takes the three. Shot by Champagnie, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oh, wow, man!
Wow, the athleticism of Maxey, impressive.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Poole against Maxey. Poole, the pass to Sarr. Poole against Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's Philadelphia now. To the middle. And it's Drummond with the jam.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Wizards trail by 8. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Now, the two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. George passes to Champagnie. Back to George. Pass basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
One shot.
That free throw good from George. And teams getting geared up great for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the locker.
Now, here's Maxey. Providing on 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Here's Middleton. No scoring in this one. Poole against Maxey. Clock at 6. Pass to George. Grimes passes to Oubre. Knocks down the three ball.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Back to George. Pass to Poole. Over Maxey. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Here's Poole after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. Buries the long-range jumper.
How about the execution out of that pick and roll as Poole calls his own number?
Maxey kicks to Oubre. Outside, George. Outside, Maxey. The offensive rebound. Five on the clock. Second chance effort, and it's good off the back rim and in. Maxey's got 8 points. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Yabusele, he's checked in for the 76ers. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. The Wizards second.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Here's Middleton, still without a basket. Pass to Carrington. Jacks up a 3. And again, Washington no good. Philadelphia leading by 11. Here's Maxey. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
The swaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Champagnie. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
They've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Drummond a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Grimes with the bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence,
the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Carrington. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Drills the three-pointer.
And I love seeing Middleton rise up there with confidence, knocking it down for that corner three.
Pass to Drummond. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards trail by 13. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
And Philadelphia has possession. Drummond finds Maxey. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Carrington. Still scoreless. Middleton against George. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Pass to Yabusele. Maxey on the wing. He's got 12. Bucket is good.
Really a strong start to the game for him. Of his 8 shots so far, he's only missed 1.
Poole against Maxey. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Poole's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
Back to Maxey. Here's the floater. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards trail by 15. Middleton with it. George picks him up. They get it back. A shot by Champagnie, no good. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Puts it up. Again, Philadelphia.
And they've repeatedly closed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. A shot off that time. Good D by Drummond. Philadelphia leading by 17. Right side George. Here's Grimes. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Wizards shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. And Poole gets it to go.
Showing his strength inside. Poole muscles that one home.
Poole's gone 50% from the field. 3 of 6. Pass to Maxey. A 3-pointer is right on target. Maxey's got 17 now.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Poole finds Middleton. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Middleton's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Wizards. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Hold on to those paper planes, everybody. Diplo is in the arena tonight.
And a happy Diplo at that. Out here watching his Sixers in control.
.151 left in the first quarter. Butler feeling out of it. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And you have to stay poised to finish a play like that. Smart, so good at recognizing the chance for the three-point play.
Shooting for Washington.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And no doubt he's a defensive anchor. Smart's competitive spirit, it's just contagious.
Butler passes to Oubre. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And we know Oubre's not shy. When he gets in there, he's going to draw fouls against those defenders.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Free throw, good, Oubre.
Oubre able to get here a lot with how aggressive he is with the ball in his hand.
Second free throw, no good. Wizards trail by 13. Now Smart to the inside. Holmes kicks to Kispert. Wizards passing it around. Back to George. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Nice shot by Smart.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Oubre. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Yes, that goes in.
The rare mid-range jumper from Kelly Oubre Jr. It's a lost art in this day and age.
Smart on the wing. Defended by Butler. Smart misses.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Outside Edwards. Back to Oubre. Butler in the corner. Oubre outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Oubre's got 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Philadelphia with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Here's Butler. Nothing on the board. Kelly Oubre out there with Edwards. Then it's Lonnie Walker. Then it's Butler. And it's Yabusele in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
The three from George. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Washington ball.
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Wizards trail by 18. George with the screen on Butler. Smart up top, defended by Butler. Here's the screen. Here's Carrington. And a miss there on the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And the Wizards with possession. Kelly Oubre unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Carrington. Clock at 4. Puts up a 3. And another miss by Washington. The 76ers leading by 18. Edwards dishes to Oubre. Butler against Smart. And it's Butler with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And there's the call on Jared Butler.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. George with the screen on Walker. Carrington. Stolen by Walker.
You know, once you leave your feet, you really limit your options.
And Edwards with the stop.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Smart. Now Kispert. 4 on the clock. And again, Washington no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Butler. Pass to Oubre. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Kispert, and the dunk by Kispert.
Assist from
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's Yabusele, guarded by Holmes. That's a 2-pointer from Walker, rebounded by Holmes.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Carrington. Scoreless thus far. To Holmes. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Smart against Butler. Pass to Oubre. Launches it. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Washington has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Carrington. Covered by Oubre. And Holmes throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Butler against Smart. Pass to Oubre. They set the pick. Edwards passes to Walker. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Carrington, guarded by Walker. Holmes setting the big for Smart. To the paint. Holmes can't get it to go in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
George with the screen on Walker. Drains it from beyond the arc. Carrington's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Butler passes to Oubre. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Butler against Smart. Pass to George. Driving inside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. George has got 5 points so far. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Here is Edwards after the basket by Washington. Three-pointer, Butler. Good work defensively by Smart. Wizards trail by 21. Pass to Kispert. Now Smart, defended by Butler. Holmes setting the pick for George. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond's checked in for Yabusele. Paul George comes in for Kelly Oubre. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Lonnie Walker. And Maxey subbed in for Butler. And here's Maxey. 17 points in the game. On the wing, George. And nothing is falling for him right now. Wizards trail by 18. Sarr with it. Maxey covering. Here's Grimes. He's coming off a 28-point game against Oklahoma City.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre is checked in. George is checked in for Washington. And the Wizards with possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
A moment now to see the stats for Chris Middleton. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
From the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. Take a break.
I love it, though, D.A. I got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. And he knocks down the first one. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Shoot two.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Poole with it. He's got 7. Middleton left side. Pass to Sarr. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. Here's Grimes. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now, here's Poole. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Maxey with it. Picked up by Poole. Now, here's Maxey. A 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Drummond. Outside, George. Drummond sets the screen for George. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 9. Pass to Poole from deep. Rebound by the 76ers. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts. Maxey really just does everything for his team, a selfless young player.
The 76ers have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
Now, here's George. He has 5. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Maxey with it. Picked up by Poole. Maxey, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first half. Double by Oubre. George against Middleton. Down low. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
It's not easy to guard Middleton in pick and roll sets because he can beat you in a lot of ways. I mean, give him space, he'll pull it up. Stay up on him, and he'll thread the needle with the pass.
Now, here's Maxey. 19 points in the game. And Drummond kicks to Oubre. No good from outside.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Middleton finds Poole. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. No good on the three.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Maxey passes to Drummond. From deep, George drills it from outside. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Outside, George. Nice ball movement by Washington. Inside, and he dunks it down.
Passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Bounce pass Maxey, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
A difficult situation for Washington. Now, Poole, 7 points in the game. Good work there as it goes. Poole's got 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Poole against Maxey. Drummond with a screen on Middleton.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he laid.
Philadelphia 76ers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With active fans in the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball, really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, cannot disrupt their flow. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup against the Magic, it should reveal a lot about themselves, where they are currently, and where they need to improve.
And if they were to somehow win this, that would speak volumes as well. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Chris Middleton. George is out there with Sarr. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Champagnie in at small forward. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
That's his third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Paul George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to Poole. Lets it go with a three. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Maxey. Drummond with a screen on George. Maxey passes to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
That's how you run the pick and roll. Maxey capping it off with the perfect pass.
Pass to Champagny. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Middleton. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 13 with that last one. The three. Rebound by the Wizards.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Champagny. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Maxey. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season from there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Poole against Maxey. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 22.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And Middleton kicks to Poole. Pass to Song. George against Oubre. 6 to shoot. Here's Middleton. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Drummond. 10 points for him. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his 2nd.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
That free throw good from George.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
He doesn't get the second one. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Great open look there.
Chris Middleton.
Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
At the line for your Sixers, Kelly Oubre Jr. 2 shots.
free throw, good. Oubre. And both free throws good for Oubre. The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Tyrese Maxey.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. All right, fans, if you want a t-shirt, then we need you to make some noise.
A moment now to see the numbers for George. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Song, the pass to Poole. Doubled by Oubre. Poole with it. 9 points in the game so far. No good with the triple. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Oubre. Drummond dishes to Oubre. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his third.
It's going to be on Alex Song.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Poole the pass to Sarr. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 16th rebound on the night. Oubre finds Maxey. And here is Drummond. The 76ers with another miss. Maxey against Middleton. Pass to Poole. Pulls from the top of the key. The Wizards with another miss.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's George. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's 11 points for Paul George.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Middleton outside. Maxey against Poole. George with the screen on Maxey. Outside, George. Buries it from three-point range. George has got his third basket of the night.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
And that one's good, George.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now, here's Poole. 9 points in the game so far. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of
second personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
At the line
well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Here's Grimes, defended by Middleton. Grimes passes to Maxey. Drummond with a screen on Poole. Here's Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And the first one drops.
The quick-footed, creative Maxey, so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
He hits both from the stripe.
Not only is Maxey solid and efficient from the line, but he gets there quite a bit too.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Champagnie. Middleton with it. And here's George. This one for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect that guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, DA. Thank you.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
Starting to find a rhythm from the line now as they try to cut into this deficit.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Drummond. 10 points for him. Outside, George. 5 to shoot. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
Here's Carrington. Outside for George. And the 3 ball is good. George has got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Wizards.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Maxey. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Champagnie. Pass to Poole. In the corner, George with it. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And George kicks to Maxey. Down low, lets it go, and again it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Middleton, back to Poole. Lets the 3 fly, bangs home the trifecta. Poole's got 15 points.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Maxey passes to Drummond. Outside, George. Outside, Maxey. They grab their own miss. Drummond. Right wing. Grimes passes to Maxey. For three, Oubre. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. The players you see here contribute as much on D as they do at the other end of the court. A list of the steal leaders among point guards. Second is Tyrese Maxey.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball handler's pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
For sure. I mean, they wreak havoc defensively in all kinds of ways. On the ball, off the ball, in transition. Boy, this group is the complete package at both ends of the floor.
Back to Poole. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Poole's got 9 points now in just the second half.
The defense a step slow, you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Butler. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Rebound by the Wizards. Holmes got his 4th rebound in this one. Poole with it. Picked up by Edwards. Poole, the pass to Smart. Back to Poole. Pass to Carrington. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Walker in the post, guarded by Holmes. And Walker kicks to Yabusele. Launches a three, sinks the three-pointer. Yabusele's got 7.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
For Washington, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Poole against Walker. Poole no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
To the paint.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And that one's good. Bona.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now, here's Poole. 18 points for him. Pass to Carrington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
That's on Justin Edwards. The Wizards have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
At the line for the Wizards, Carrington. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Hood Schifino's checked in. And a switcher also for Washington. Gill is checked in for Jordan Poole. And so he hits both.
You know, if they want to come away with the dub, I think they just need to keep knocking down these free throws.
Smart against Butler. With the drive, and it's Butler with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Philadelphia's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Edwards, that's good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And so it's Washington with it. 76ers getting the bucket. Pass to Carrington. Shot clock at 6. Holmes has a screen for 3. And it's Carrington missing.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Misses the layup. The Wizards shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Smart against Butler. Smart passes to Holmes. Releases. Carrington, that's good. Carrington's got 7. 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Butler puts up a deep 3. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Wizards shooting well. They're at 45%. Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Butler. And it's Doughton in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Smart over Butler. And he overshot that one, missing.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Council's checked in.
At the line for 1.
One shot.
Down the free throw, no good.
You know, he's a big guard who really uses his size well. Brogdon is capable of playing either of the guard spots. He's old school in that way, just a guard who happens to be very versatile.
Now, here's Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Sixers, Jared Butler. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Butler.
Here in the second half, their free throw shooting percentage has definitely improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Walker's checked in for Philadelphia. And so Butler nails both of them. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
And that one's good. Bona.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
No good with the layup. On the wing, Walker. He is guarded by Brogdon. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Butler goes in. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Here's Carrington. Back to Smart. Takes a three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Owner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Walker kicks to Butler. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Now here's Smart. Holmes setting the pick for Smart. And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly changing.
In transition, here come the Wizards. Here's Brogdon. An easy 2 points on the layup. Brogdon's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, with that strong body and good size, Brogdon's able to finish through contact.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Yabusele.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Butler against Smart. Now, here's Holmes. Defense right on him. Carrington, that's good.
Carrington.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Outside, Walker. There's a good screen. No one near him. Again, Philadelphia.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Smart with the basket on the assist by Brogdon.
And that's an error by the D. You can't give someone like Smart that kind of position inside.
Left side, Edwards. Pass to Walker. And they double up Butler. 4 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Here's Yabusele. Over Kispert. Outside, Walker. Tries it again. And he sinks the layup. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, it doesn't feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all. Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for Washington, Marcus Smart. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And the 76ers making a change here. Okiki's checked in. And so, Smart nails both of them. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Smart against Butler. And they double up Butler. Pass to Okiki. Here's Yabusele. Guarded by Poole. And here's Edwards from the arc. Washington with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Yabusele, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Count it. Poole's got 20 points.
It's been one of those nights for Poole. He is on a heater.
Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Here's Middleton after the Sixers pick up 2. Here's Smart. Rebound by Butler. The 76ers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
Jordan Poole, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And the confidence Poole plays with, you gotta admire. He feels like he can hit from anywhere on the floor.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Now, here's Poole. Tries from 10. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the mid-range can be tricky for Poole, but he can sink them when he has to.
Butler passes to Edwards. Here's Bona. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
The first free throw is good.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. Outside, George. Back to Poole. The Wizards working the ball around now. Outside, George. Poole against Butler. And a wide open look for Shaw. They get the rebound. Poole. It's blocked. Outside, Edwards to the middle. And it's Bona missing. Wizards have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry and looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Now here's Butler. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Butler's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
On the wing, George. Pass to Middleton. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the result. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Poole. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside Butler. Pass to Bona. Back to Butler. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the fourth. A nice shot by Hood-Schifino. Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Back to Poole. To the inside. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tyrese Maxey.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Philadelphia with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Washington, here's Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Sarr, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
That free throw good from Butler. And Philadelphia making a change here. Walker's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Poole kicks to Middleton. Back to Poole. Here's the three. And again, Washington with the triple.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Now Butler. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Paul, obviously your team is built on defense. It seems like that's a big part of this team's identity.
I mean, we take pride in our defense. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we hang our hats on is, locking down when it counts. And we stayed together and pulled this one out.
Great team effort tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.